So I'm looking over there with the cameras over there, right?
I'm looking that way.
You're looking this way?
No, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Teresa Tims. I'm president of TDR Mortgage and Real Estate Group in Upland, California, and I specialize in home loans. I'm here today with Mr. Bob Irish, broker owner of Newport Realty, and I wanted to answer the question for my viewers and for a lot of people that contact me or have the question. I want to get my real estate license. I want to do real estate. I want to become a realtor. What do I do? And I saw that Bob had posted that he's recruiting. He's super experienced. He started off in the Inland Empire, but he grew up in the Orange County area, and he serves both markets, which is super advantageous. So Bob, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My parents actually started a real estate company in the 70s, and I was that little grunion that went out and actually passed out flyers and Christmas trees and pumpkins.
I love the 70s.
Right? The 70s and the old
Especially
old
their
school.
music.
Right. So anyway, my parents did that. Everyone in the family did that. So I was passing out flyers when I was a little kid, and then I went to college and said, I'm never going to work in real estate ever because it sucked so bad. It was
so
a
stupid.
terrible job. It was stupid. My parents did it. I'll never do it. And anyway, so after about 15 years of a regular job, raised my kids, I said, hey, and I quit my regular job. And
What was your regular job?
I worked for an insurance company as a claims negotiator. Dead people, construction defect claims.
Ooh, it sounds exciting.
All the kind of interesting stuff that nobody wanted to deal with.
Okay.
So I argued for a living, which is sort of kind of what I do now. I negotiate. I don't argue for a living. I negotiate for a living.
Okay.
For customers now. So anyway, so one day I said, cool, and decided to get my broker's license and just open my own shop. That was 2001.
So you were able to go straight and get
Here's
your
Steve.
broker's license.
That's for-
Dexter?
that's for
Do you
Steve
know
Dexter.
Steve? Hey. I love Steve and Susan. How do you know Steve?
I don't know. It just says it right there. See,
Oh.
Steve Dexter got a beer for me. I'm trying to be interactive. I'm trying to be
I need a
interactive.
refill.
I'm trying to be
Okay,
interactive.
so number one, you're recruiting. Number two, you have a ton of knowledge that you can
Yes.
impart upon people for what they need to do.
Yep.
So why don't, I'll just ask a few questions and you answer, and if
Sure.
you want to interject anything extra. First of all, you became a broker. Why were you able to be a broker instead of just a regular agent?
15 years ago, you could actually, if you had a college degree, you could take your broker's exam directly. Now they make you work for 2 years before you can get one.
Oh, they do?
They do now.
Okay.
So the college degree, bachelor's, allowed you to get your broker. So I said, why work for somebody if I can work for myself? And I had my parents' wealth of knowledge, so I just started my own place.
Well, that's cool. So right now you have. I know. I need like
That's
a professional
okay.
stand. So right now, if you have a college degree,
Yes.
you can't go direct. You still have to go through the process of applying, taking the test,
Right.
passing, which is called like credentialing. So I think
Sure.
a lot of times when people say, "Oh, I want to do it," I'm like, "Well, go get your license."
Right.
Go contact the bureau.
No, don't even go to the bureau. Just go. There's a couple schools I like. Lumblo. People are like Lumblo. LUMBLEAU.com.
I've never heard of that before.
I know, but that's the most famous one. He's
Really?
been
I
around
always thought like
since
real
the
estate
70s.
trainers or Blair
No,
Black.
because then you have to go to classes and you have to spend 6 months and you have to do whatever. But you can take the.
Tracy.
You can take the truth.
I love you, Tracy.
You can take the prerequisites
Okay.
online over a course of about, I don't know, I think it's they keep pushing it out so you can't do it all in one day, but it's over a course of a month or two.
Really?
And then, they won't let you all do it in one day because people like me will just do it for people.
Just do
and
it.
then they're like, oh, they didn't really do it. So they make you do it over a course of a couple months now. And then you
So-
can take your test.
So when we finish this video, we'll put any of the content or references that we make so that you can have easy access to
Sure,
them.
absolutely.
Okay, so you're saying don't go to school, don't take
No,
a semester
no,
class.
do not.
Just go direct to a company and they'll help you apply.
Nope. You
No.
just they do the prerequisites. When you're done with the prerequisites, then you can actually just send your money in with the test, request for the date with the prerequisites completed, and they will set your test date. That's
Okay.
it.
So I'm going to tell you, you need to go to it was the Bureau of Real Estate, but now it's back to
It's
the
going back to
Department.
Department of Real Estate.
Department.
Thank you for
Go,
changing it.
go there and research what you need to do, what you need to do for your eligibility, and then you need to go somewhere and do the courses and take the tests, and
Right.
then then you have to pay your money, your fees, and then actually go take the test.
Right.
And
by the way, it's about $100 for the beginner course for an agent.
Oh,
like
that's so cheap.
$165 to take the test.
Okay.
So it's only a few $100s and a couple 3 months of studying.
Okay. So Bob, so I'm brand new.
No, you're not.
I'm
I like that. What you?
I'm
Oh shoot!
brand
You got
new.
me off
I'm brand
course.
new. Well, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not brand new. Okay, so I'm new to real estate. I was a facilities manager. I've got some basic construction knowledge. I've taken all kinds of negotiating classes. I'm personable, charming, all that stuff. I want to be an agent. I want to quit my 9 to 5. What would you recommend that I do to get started? I've got my license. I'm ready to go do real estate. What do I do?
Make sure your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse has a job, because you're going to have a few months of, obviously it's going to be a little slow.
Okay.
So get your license, do your thing.
Be prepared to suffer
be
is what he's
prepared to
saying.
suffer for a little while.
Yeah.
Because it isn't, you might know somebody in your sphere of influence. You might have your mom, dad, cousin, uncle, brother that will let you help them buy or sell a house, but more than likely you're going to have to find your sphere of influence, your college friends, your neighbors, your family, your old work, whatever it might be. I actually have one friend, his name is Dalton, and I don't know if he's friends, but if he sees this, it'll be funny. So he actually works at a gym. He's fitness, totally buff dude, 6 foot, 250.
Jacked.
Totally jacked. And he's like, dude, I want to get in real estate. I've been following your stuff on Instagram forever. It's like, cool. So he took all of his courses and he's studying for the exam. And I said, cool, start posting stuff on your Instagram because you got all these followers in his sphere of influence at the gym. And he's already started to do it, and people are already starting to interact saying, cool, when you get your license, I want to use you. So my point is, what's your sphere? Okay. Wherever it might be, that's your first deal.
Okay, got it. So going back to when you start out, make sure you have another revenue source.
Or have some money saved up, right?
So what can the average person starting real estate, and let's say they do it, maybe they can't do it like 100% full-time, but they're doing it like 50 to 75%, maybe they have a little part-time job or something. What can they expect the first year if they do the things that they're supposed to be doing?
Number one, if you only do it half, that's the result you'll get.
Okay.
There's actually, in the course I took in Lumbelow, I love the old guy because he's an old dude. Old school works best, no matter what. New stuff works, but old school is still the way to do real estate. So he said in one of his videos, and if you take the Lumbelow course, you'll actually go through it. And it said, if a plane actually, what are you doing?
What? No, I just thought it was a really cute guy. That's bad, huh? Okay.
Squirrel. Squirrel. All the cute girls went by, she didn't do nothing.
There haven't been
There was a
any.
couple, the last one was kind of cute.
But we weren't doing a video then, Bob. Yeah. But okay, I'll get a cute one
So
for you.
the analogy was that, how does a plane take off? If you do half throttle, it'll taxi to the end. You'll never take off. If you do half throttle, it'll taxi back to the other end. But a plane has to go full throttle to get off the ground, and once it gets at the altitude, then it goes back to half throttle to cruise.
Okay.
That's the analogy for real estate. If you're always at half throttle, you're always going to be taxiing.
Okay, makes
That's
sense.
it. It's just that simple.
So
And that's Mr. Lumblow's analogy, and he's like 100.
the advice that I've given to people that are new in real estate and have their license, I've always recommended that they go to a team.
Yes, Steve, we're at Lido Village. Come on down.
When I started with my mortgage career with Marina Mortgage, I just went off on my own, and it was so
By the way,
hard.
it's called Circle Hook.
Exception.
It's called Circle Hook. It just opened.
So I had exposure to a limited amount of loans because I was just myself. The first 6 months, I think maybe I closed one deal.
Right.
Had I been on a team, I would have been exposed to 40 or 50 transactions in 6 months, and I would have got 40 or 50 different real estate experiences to add to my belt, and I would have been making the same or more money than if I were on my own. Probably more money because I would be getting some kind of a draw or a commission off that. What do you say to people starting out joining a team versus just going off on your own?
So real estate is a draw. There's no such thing. If you work for certain companies that are training companies, I won't name them because I really don't like Tarbell. Oops, sorry, named them.
But they have a good training program, don't they?
Yeah, but then they get you in for a year or two and your split's like 50-50 and they don't really, they're not.
After that, so they're good out of the gate.
it's good if you have no idea, but if you have someone that's willing to help you and mentor you, then do it.
Okay.
Go work for a smaller boutique company because that's the way of the future. The big companies, the KWs, the C21s, the Remaxes, they all work. But if you want to do better sooner, work for a boutique, work for somebody smaller, work for a 10 or 20 person office where you can hold open houses for the other people, where they're actually going to give you the leads they don't want. You know, where you're going to be sort of kind of part of the team. Whether it's a team in a bigger place or just a boutique that's smaller, you're going to get that same kind of interaction. Once you're doing your own thing, work where you want. Get your best split at wherever you want, and you know, you cruise and do your own thing. But,
okay, got it. What, okay, let's say I'm brand new. I'm going to do this full throttle.
I do know Bernie. Hi, Bernie.
Hey, Bernie. So I'm going to do this full throttle, and I'm going to join Newport Realty. I'm a new agent. What can I expect my work week to look like the first few months? Like, what will you have me doing to help you?
Without being silly and saying coming here every day?
Yeah, it's not. We're not going to be drinking. Yeah, it's not going to be this.
No, it's basic, old school real estate. You know, it's get a farm, physical, get a digital farm. You know, your Instagram, your Facebook. You know, talk to your sphere of influence, whoever they are, however you find them.
Okay.
You know, and start investing in the buy side, because the buyers are going to be easier to find.
Okay.
And then the listing side is a neighborhood, but you might have to talk to someone for 3 to 12 months before they're ever going to list their home for sale. So you're really not going to do well unless you go after buyers.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then work with a lender who might help you out, and or at the very least, if you get a buyer, then what do you think about the new trade deal that we made with the EU today? I don't know. I've been drinking beer all afternoon. Hello, Don.
I haven't. It's my first one.
Oh, don't lie. It's
Now
been all day.
I want another one.
Oh
and I was
my
going to go work
God.
out tonight.
Anyway,
Okay.
so the trade deal, who the heck knows?
Okay, so specifically, I got a new Newport friend. I've been making them left and right. Like, it's fun down here.
Right.
Out in the IE, like, I would struggle to make new friends.
Oh, look, Sam. Sam always gives me attitude. No smile. That's my smile, Sam. Come on, you know better. I don't smile on camera.
Do you want me to tickle him? Get you.
Or no smile. I'm just going to go like that. That way you can't see I don't smile.
Okay. So the first 3 months, would I be working 9 to 5? Like, is that what my schedule would look like? Would I be working 6 days a week? Would you give me like 1 day off? Like, how regimented would it be? Like, and let's say that
Do you want to know my day was today?
I'm very compliant. I want to succeed. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm that kind of person.
Right.
What is my day?
Sam,
what is my week
Sam's
gonna look
asking.
like?
Look, Sam's asking. Sam, I got up this morning in the neighborhood that my kids live in Riverside. It's a cool little small tract with 200 homes. So I told them I'm going to make them pass out flyers. And they're like, right, Dad, whatever. So this morning, but the point is I'm over there all the time and the kids are there, and get the lady another beer. Fine, then I'll leave. I passed out 200 flyers door to door this morning.
Okay, that's legit.
But my point is, do that at 7 in the morning. So you're asking, what do you do?
Yeah.
At 7 in the morning till 9 in the morning, pass out 200 flyers, takes you 2 hours.
Okay.
That's 200 doors. Do that every single day. Or do it 3 days or 4 days or 5 days.
That's to your farm.
There's your farm. There's 1,000 houses a month.
So you're gonna
That's
be-
number one
okay.
of what you're doing.
Okay.
Because you can't call people at 7 in the morning. You're not showing houses.
Right.
But you can put stuff on doors at 7 in the morning.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Number 2 is like starting at 10 o'clock, give or take, till noon. Call all the prospects you have, whether they're buyers or sellers. Get them at 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 to 12 is sort of kind of the right time.
Okay.
The other time is 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
I don't necessarily like to do it. I prefer 10 or 12.
I have better luck later in the day, like that when I call my
Right.
potential prospects, my people that want to buy or refinance. It seems like after 4 is a better time for me to get a hold
But
of
for me,
them.
10 to 12, I get super lucky.
Okay.
And then after that, then you can spend the afternoon when it's kind of dead, emailing people or updating your social media or doing something like this or adding stuff to Instagram or, post every single day.
This is for Bob.
It says, tell her. They weren't that cute. Try it.
Heard you. They so heard you. Oh my God.
Do you do open houses on the weekends? Yes, I hate them, but yes, I do.
Necessary evil of.
Necessary evil.
Yeah.
People say I haven't done open houses for 20 years. You're like, cool. I still like to go do open houses once or twice a month. Say hello to people.
Yeah.
Walk the
neighborhood,
Let's see
huh?
the same thing on Saturday before the open house. I'll go walk the neighborhood. put out 200 flyers saying I'm doing an open house to get the neighbors to come. Because if I have a listing in the neighborhood and I put 200 flyers out saying come to my open house, then a neighbor might come and say, hey, good job, list my house too.
I think that is so
That's your
smart to
mobile
leverage.
office. I call it that a mobile office.
Yeah, I love that.
Wherever you are is where you're at.
Can I have another beer? We're doing a Facebook Live though, so like, if I could just give it to you and you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I can bring
I think it's a Soul.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's a Mexican one. It's very light. Yeah. Thank you.
Whoever said I can't be your friend, you're right. I hit 5,000, so I'm gonna start deleting people. As for your database, I have 28,000 emails that I've collected over 15 years.
I feel like
So 28,000 emails is pretty good. And by the way, plenty of signage for your open house. Sam doesn't work because most people find it digitally now anyways. And if you're in Newport, 3 signs per open house.
That's all?
That's it. If you're on the
That's
peninsula.
all you need. That's all you
No,
need.
that's all they allow by city ordinance.
Oh.
3 signs. So if you're in Newport doing an open house, good luck.
So you
only
can't
get
get
3.
crazy.
But Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, Movoto, putting everything on the MLS for the open house. Guess what? Everyone finds the open houses.
Okay, so
Signs are good to get them to the last
So
corner.
going back to, I want to be a realtor. What can I expect? What kind of effort am I going to have to put into it? So you're going to have to figure 8 hours a day. Is that what would be?
Yeah, you're 8 hours a day, but you're not sitting in an office. This is not. I call it a non-cubicle job. You don't clock in at 8 and go home at 5 and sit in a cubicle. You pass out flyers for a couple hours.
Okay.
You call people for a couple hours. You email people for a couple hours.
Got it.
You go show houses in the afternoon. You're kind of on demand.
So I'm a new agent, and
Wait,
I'm really.
Sam keeps asking questions. Yeah, I like to
Sam,
have a lender.
so-
No, I don't like lenders.
So Sam, let's hold the questions till the end, and then we'll go back and answer those questions. So I'm a new agent. I'm going to plan on working
I promise we won't leave.
a solid 8 hours a day.
Wait, everybody get her. Wait, everyone wants to see your card number? Hold on, look. Here's her card number for buying beer. Here's her number. Oh, sorry.
Stop. I'm going to work 8 hours a day. I'm going to let everybody know what I do. I'm going to
There
start.
you go. Let everyone know what you do.
I'm going to send out. I'm going to start a database, and I'm going to start a farm, pick an area, and then. But the database aspect. I'm going to let people know through regular updates what I do, and I'm going to remind them what I do, and I'm going to ask them to help me do what I do.
Right.
But then the other concern I have is that I'm not making any money right now.
Nope.
No, am I not making any money being part of your team?
Nope.
What if but you have buyer leads come in
I'll give those to you.
and
You
you'll
still
give
gotta work
those to
them.
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, so here's the other thing. So on the other side, I pay for leads. I'm one of the few people that pays for leads and then passes them out.
Okay, got
But I
it.
just do a different split. If you self-generate, you get this split. If I'm giving you the lead that I paid for and I don't want it, it's yours. You just pay me a higher split.
Okay,
So I have this, thus far this year, probably in excess of 500.
they play good music
I
here.
love
Can
how
y'all hear
Teresa
it?
interviews in third person. I know, she's cute, huh? Tracy wants to be my friend, I think. Anyway.
I love Tracy. You can't have
Send me an
Tracy.
email, then I'll delete somebody, then you'll hurry up and add you in really quick.
Tracy's my girl.
So, point is, I have 500 leads thus far this year, of which the last 2 or 3 weeks I'm still working on, and the last 4 or 5 months are just sitting there. So, you want to come work for me? I got 500 leads to give to everybody. Can't we just call Teresa for her leftovers?
Hi, Jay.
Wow, wait, hold on, leftovers? Wait, we're talking.
I'm still eating that.
She's still eating the
I'm
fish.
still eating.
Apparently, it's owned by Bear Flag, so it's actually cool. Hey, there's Tom. What's up, Tom?
So, okay.
Wait, it says wave.
So I'm not going to get any money unless I work it and get my own business then. So literally.
No, you'll get leads from
I'll
me
get
that
leads
you
from
can
you
work.
that I can work, and
you
then
can do your
what
sphere
kind
of
of?
influence.
So I don't know anything that I'm doing. I'm like really scared. Like when I get the lead, I don't know what to do. How will you help me?
Right.
Like how
That's simple. That's
will
just,
someone be assigned to me?
Yeah, me.
You? So
I get
you'll
to
be
yell-
my
I get
mentor.
to yell at you like this close.
I like
you
that.
get on the phone.
I like
I'm gonna
that.
yell at you. Wait, she got her second beer.
I respond well to like toughness when someone's really firm with me,
Right.
and I get disciplined. I want to do good. I want to show you're taking the time to mentor me. I
Right.
want to show you that I'm doing good. So
Right.
I want you to be like extra hard on me. Like I
Right.
want to I excel under those type of terms.
And that's the thing. It's kind of funny. It's like, here's the script. Read it 20 times. Okay, cool. Now pick up the phone and call somebody and mess it up. Eric B.
But whatever.
All right, this is only for Eric B.
Okay.
Hi, Eric B. We're talking about lead generation. Eric is always commenting on my lead generation techniques. He is.
What does Eric do?
Eric is also a agent out in the IE who wants to work in North OC. By the way, Newport Realty, North OC Realty, and Lake Hills Realty. So IE, Tustin, and Newport are the 3 offices with the 3 different areas that we're trying to define and work different leads for different places.
Gotcha.
So, hey, buddy, Eric. So we're working
and
on that.
I'm Teresa Tims, president of TDR Mortgage and Real Estate Group in Upland, California.
Wait a minute.
I specialize in mortgage.
Stand for?
Well, I was married one time, and my husband's name was Rishi, and his name was David. And I was trying to think of like some great SEO name.
How did that work?
I couldn't think of it. I was incorporating, so then I was just like TDR. I thought it sounded good.
So now he's gone? So now it's just T Mortgage.
No, it's still TDR. Like
no, but only the T's left.
Yeah, that's
the DR
true.
is gone.
Yeah, it's TT Realty, but anyway. All right, so it's TDR Mortgage Real Estate Group, and we serve the entire Southern California market, and I specialize in FHA, VA home loans, and I also serve the Hispanic community since 1998. So if y'all out there and you need some mortgage assistance, you can think of me. But right now I'm going to go back to I'm a new agent person. Okay,
so anyway, so there's a script. I make you read it 10 or 20 times, and then you start calling people and mess up. Because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because you call the first 10 people, you're going to do terrible. And the next 10 you'll do a little better, the next 10 you do a little better.
Okay.
And after you go through 10 or 20 or 30, it's like, my thing is, look, if that's a lead from a couple months ago, and we haven't talked to them, the worst thing you can do is leave a terrible message. It's not going to hurt them. They're not working with us, right?
Right.
That's the worst you could do, is actually just do an okay job. But if you call them and do an okay job, it's better than doing no phone call at all.
Right, oh, for sure.
Which, therefore,
I always say, like, when people want to do, like, social media or do videos.
Number one problem with lead generation is this. One can have all the knowledge on the planet, but, come on, Jay, but they have 0 phone personality and they're destined to fail. People need phone skills. Right, that's why I yell at you in person.
That can be learned, though.
But it can be learned.
It's a learned skill.
Because you get comfortable.
Okay, so I'm gonna have some assistance. I'm gonna get some leads. I know I'm gonna be working and not getting paid unless I'm, generating and doing the things that I need to do. What kind of money do I need to start out? Like, can I expect? Do I need? I gotta buy business cards. What are some other money things that I'm gonna need?
$75 for 1,000 business cards.
Okay,
That's
so
really not much of a startup.
Okay.
You don't have to have your own website. If you just want to take the leads and take the split, you're good to go.
So other than being able to support myself for 6 months to get off the ground.
There's no real out-of-pocket costs.
Okay.
No real. I mean, I let you print flyers. Do you want to print 200 flyers at the office and go fold them and then hand them out? There you go.
Okay.
I'm not going to cost you anything. But your time. There's a lot of time.
So what would you say? My old assistant partner Jay, when he wanted to be a real estate agent, I knew this company that was very rah, and they had all of this great marketing. Well, they were just on it. They got up early, they worked out, they got in the office at 7, they were doing scripting, they were doing cold calls. I mean, I felt like they were really on it. But of course it's a really low split thing, but I felt like it was just like good ton of training. I don't know a lot of companies that do that, but you had mentioned Tarbell. I always under the perception that Tarbell had like a good new realtor training. What would be the pros and cons of someone going to a bigger company and getting trained by them?
Personality.
What do you mean?
Tarbell doesn't have one.
Okay.
No, it is.
Okay.
There's just, there are more progressive, more current, ways of doing things, and there's still the old way of doing things.
Okay.
But it's personality, just like somebody said earlier about, well, you get on the phone, you have no personality, you suck at it. Okay, cool. Then figure it out. If you want to be part of the team and you get up and you go to the gym together and you have lunch together, that's cool. That's not me.
Got it.
I'm not that kind of rah. I've never in my life, been to a Tom Ferry or Mike Ferry or any of those other guys. Not a single one, because I don't need someone to say, get up off your ass and get to work. I know I need to.
Okay.
Every day I wake up, I'm unemployed. I don't have a job. I have to go find my customer to sell a house or buy a house. So I'm unemployed every morning. If you need someone to tell you to get up off your ass to go do that, you're probably in the wrong business.
Right.